Hi and welcome to another episode of Roettgen Braai Master. Today we're making the ultimate Hulk hot dog bun. And what you need for it and how to do it, I'm going to show you in this episode. Alright, and this is all we need for the ultimate Hulk hot dog buns. We need some flour, we need 2 separate sets of water, we need some milk, we need some butter, we need some salt, some yeast. Now you can use dry yeast or fresh yeast. We need some food coloring, we need some sugar, and we need 2 eggs. Now I've already put the salt into the flour and I've mixed it a little bit through, and now we're going to take the lukewarm water, the lukewarm milk, the yeast and the sugar and put it all together. And then we're going to add the butter to it and let that dissolve. Now while that dissolves, we're going to separate 1 egg white from an egg yolk, and we're going to put the egg white in with the separate set of water so that we have 1 whole egg and 1 yolk in a bowl, as well as the water and 1 egg white. Now we're going to add the eggs to our yeast mixture. Mix it all through, and then we're going to put it into the salt flour mix and let that stir for about 10 to 12 minutes. And obviously we're going to add the food coloring to it. Alright, the dough has mixed now, and we're going to put it in another bowl. Now I've slightly coated this bowl with some vegetable oil. It's important that it doesn't swim in vegetable oil, just the sides are coated so you can take it back out later on in an easier fashion. And now we're going to cover the dough with a wet cloth at room temperature for about 90 minutes. Alright, 90 minutes later, and the dough has risen tremendously. Now we're going to cut it up into 8 individual same portion sizes to make our little breads. Alright, now it's time to form the bread, and what you do is you just roll it into an elongated shape. Just like that. About the size of a hot dog bun, give or take. And then we're going to set it on a oven tray with some baking paper, and we're going to let it sit there for another hour. Alright, the dough is ready, and as I said, we're going to let it rest again, covered for another hour. Alright, together with the ultimate Hulk hot dog buns, we obviously have to eat something, and as this is a barbecue channel, we're going to barbecue some wonderful chicken breasts, and then we're either going to slice them up or strip them. We'll see how they come out, but we're going to season them with Texas chicken from Ankerkraut. I think it fits perfectly well. We're going to add some cheese to it, we're adding some condiments, so I think that will be absolutely awesome. Alright, our buns have rested now for an hour, and I've decided to put some sesame seeds on top. And now if you remember, I had 1 egg white left over as well as a little bit of water. So what we're going to do is we're going to very carefully dab the top of those buns, and then we're going to put it in the oven, which is preheated to 190 degrees upper and lower heat for about 12 to 15 minutes. Now normally when you don't use food coloring, it's easy to see, when they have that golden brownish kind of color, but obviously with those Hulk burger buns it's slightly more difficult, so we'll have to watch it like a hawk. whilst the hot dog buns are in the oven, we're quickly going to barbecue the chicken on the griddle plate. So we add some oil, then we're going to add the chicken breasts. Alright, 15 minutes later, there they are. I think they look absolutely fantastic. They have a nice brownish color on the top. They're still nice and green, just like the Incredible Hulk is. We're gonna let that cool down. In the meantime, the chicken is obviously on the barbecue. It's doing its thing. We are aiming for a temperature of 75-76 degrees Celsius internal for the chicken breast. And then we're going to stuff them, and I'm going to show you a little trick on how to use an IKEA product on the barbecue. Alright, the chicken is ready. Now to the final part. What we're going to do is we're going to cut up the chicken. I opted to cut up the chicken, but look how juicy that one is. Fantastic. And then we're going to prepare our Hulk hot dog buns. So what we're going to do is we're going to take one of those hot dog buns, cut it open sideways, not all the way through, but obviously, you know, to be able to fold it open. Just like that. Then we're going to add some of the homemade barbecue sauce that I made, and I can put the link in the description for you if you like. I've also made some chimichurri, which I think will go fantastic with it, and we're going to add that to it as well. Then we're going to add the chicken. You know, just a couple of slices, as you can see. Add some pickles on top. And then I promised you that I'm going to show you a little trick with an item from IKEA. So after we put the cheese on top, just like that, we're going to rest it into one of those IKEA holders. And then we're going to put it back on the barbecue, and the cheese will melt all around it, and it's just going to look absolutely fantastic. Alright, and what I've done, I've created an indirect zone. So this burner is on, this burner is on, and we're now going to rest this just in the center, and also just for a couple of minutes, because obviously it's all cooked, and so we just want the cheese to melt. Alright guys, a couple of minutes later, cheese has melted, and I think it looks absolutely delicious, and we're going to eat now. Alright guys, that's it for today, and there you have it, our ultimate Hulk hot dog bun today with a chicken breast and cheese and homemade barbecue sauce and homemade chimichurri, basically everything homemade. So I hope you enjoyed the video. We're gonna eat now. Now if you did, I would appreciate a comment and a thumbs up, and obviously please hit that subscribe button for more great videos to come, and I hope to see you soon again at Roettgen Braai Master.